The Luddites were 19th-century English textile artisans who protested against newly developed labor-saving machinery from 1811 to 1817. The stocking frames, spinning frames and power looms introduced during the Industrial Revolution threatened to replace the artisans with less skilled, low-wage laborers, leaving them without work. Although the origin of the name Luddite is uncertain, a popular theory is that the movement was named after Ned Ludd, a youth who allegedly smashed two stocking frames in 1779, and whose name had become emblematic of machine destroyers. The name evolved into the imaginary General Ludd or King Ludd, a figure who, like Robin Hood, was reputed to live in Sherwood Forest. Background: the movement can be seen as part of a rising tide of English working-class discontent in the early 19th century. An agricultural variant of Luddism, centering on the breaking of threshing machines, occurred during the widespread swing riots of 1830 in southern and eastern England. Spasmodic rises in food prices provoked keelmen in the port of Tyne to riot in 1710 and tin miners to plunder granaries at Falmouth in 1727. There was a rebellion in Northumberland and Durham in 1740, and manhandling of Quaker corn dealers in 1756. More peaceably, skilled artisans in the cloth, building, shipbuilding, printing and cutlery trades organized friendly societies to insure themselves against unemployment and sickness and sometimes, similar to guilds, against intrusion of foreign labor into their trades. The Luddite movement emerged during the harsh economic climate of the Napoleonic Wars, which saw a rise in difficult working conditions in the new textile factories. The movement began in Nottingham on March 11, 1811 and spread rapidly throughout England over the following 2 years. Handloom weavers burned mills and pieces of factory machinery. History: Luddite Acts 1811–1813. The Luddites met at night on the moors surrounding industrial towns, where they would practice drills and manoeuvres. Their main areas of operation were Nottinghamshire in November 1811, followed by the West Riding of Yorkshire in early 1812 and Lancashire by March 1813. Luddites battled the British Army at Burton's Mill in Middleton and at Westhorton Mill, both in Lancashire. Rumours abounded at the time that local magistrates employed agents provocateurs to instigate the attacks. Using the pseudonym King Ludd, the Luddites and their supporters anonymously sent death threats to Euro, and even attacked Euro magistrates and food merchants. Isolated incidents post-1814. Activists smashed Heathcote's lace-making machine in Loughborough in 1816. He and other industrialists had secret chambers constructed in their buildings that could be used as hiding places during an attack. In 1817, an unemployed Nottingham stockinger and probable ex-Luddite named Jeremiah Brandreth led the Pentrick Rising, which was a general uprising unrelated to machinery, but which could be viewed as the last major Luddite act. Government response: the British Army clashed with the Luddites on several occasions. At one time, more British soldiers were fighting the Luddites than were fighting Napoleon on the Iberian Peninsula. 3 Luddites, led by George Mellor, ambushed and assassinated a mill owner named William Hosful from Ottewell's Mill at Crewland Mere in Marston, West Yorkshire. Hosful had remarked that he would ride up to his saddle in Luddite blood. Mellor fired the fatal shot to Hosful's groin, and all 3 men were arrested. The British government sought to suppress the Luddite movement with a mass trial at York in January 1813, following the attack on Cartwright's mill at Rawfolds near Cleckheaton. The government charged over 60 men, including Mellor and his companions, with various crimes in connection with Luddite activities. While some of those charged were actual Luddites, many had no connection to the movement. These trials were not legitimate judicial reckonings of each defendant's guilt, but show trials intended to deter other Luddites from continuing their activities. By meting out harsh consequences, including, in many cases, execution and penal transportation, the trials quickly ended the movement. Parliament subsequently made machine breaking a capital crime with the Frame Breaking Act and the Malicious Damage Act. Lord Byron opposed this legislation, becoming one of the few prominent defenders of the Luddites after the treatment of the defendants at the York trials. In contemporary thought, the title Luddite developed a secondary meaning. A Luddite is a term describing those opposed to, or slowed to adopt or incorporate into their lifestyle, industrialization, automation, computerization or new technologies in general. In 1956, there is a parliamentary speech that said organized workers were by no means wedded to a Luddite philosophy. Economists use the term Luddite fallacy to explain that, the notion of technological unemployment leading to structural unemployment. If a technological innovation results in a reduction of necessary labor inputs, then the industry-wide cost of production falls, which lowers the competitive price and increases the equilibrium supply point, which will require an increase in aggregate labor inputs to reach, theoretically. See also, development criticism, neo-Luddism, simple living, technophobia, Turner controversy return to pre-industrial methods of production, notes. References. Further reading, Archer, John E. Chapter 4, Industrial Protest. Social Unrest and Popular Protest in England, 1780–1840. Cambridge University Press. ISBN A978-0-521-57656-7 Bailey, Brian J. The Luddite Rebellion. NYU Press. ISBN A0-8147-1335-1 Binfield, Kevin. Writings of the Luddites. JHU Press. ISBN A0-8018-7612-5 Fox, Nichols. Against the Machine, The Hidden Luddite History in Literature, Art, and Individual Lives. Island Press. ISBN A1-55963-860-5 Grint, Keith and Woolgar, Steve. The Luddites, Diablo Ex Machina. The Machine at Work, Technology, Work, and Organization. Wiley Blackwell. ISBN A978-0-7456-0924-9 Jones, Stephen E. Against Technology, From the Luddites to Neo-Luddism. CRC Press. ISBN A978-0-415-97868-2 Randall, Adrian. Before the Luddites, Custom, Community and Machinery in the English Woolen Industry, 1776–1809. Cambridge University Press. ISBN A978-0-521-89334-3 Rood, George. Chapter 5, Luddism. The Crowd in History, 1730–1848. Serif. ISBN A978-1-897959-47-3 Sale, Kirkpatrick. Rebels Against the Future, The Luddites and Their War on the Industrial Revolution are Lessons for the Computer Age. Basic Books. ISBN A0-201-40718-3 Thompson, E.P. The Making of the English Working Class. Penguin Books. ISBN A978-0-14-013603-6 External links, The Luddite Link, Comprehensive Historical Resources for the Original West Yorkshire Luddites, University of Huddersfield. The Uprising Series, a series of creative events marking the bicentenary of the Luddites' uprisings in West Yorkshire, led by the Lawrence Batley Theatre, Huddersfield. Is It OK to Be a Luddite? By Thomas Buncan, Luddism and the Neo-Luddite Reaction by Martin Ryder, University of Colorado at Denver School of Education, The Luddites and the Combination Acts from the Marxists' Internet Archive.